Hey everybody, it's the OMAD Dad. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, a channel that is dedicated to living the OMAD lifestyle, or eating one meal a day. Are you having trouble starting your OMAD intermittent fasting journey? Or have you been on the journey and set it aside for a little while and are having trouble getting back into it? Well, today is the post for you. I'm going to go over some strategies and tips on how you can get back into OMAD or how you can find the motivation to get yourself pumped up and to get started and to try OMAD for the first time. A couple of videos back, I posted a video about No Excuses November. It's a little challenge that a group I'm in on Facebook called the Fast Club, hosted by the Dad Bod Project. They like to do little monthly challenges, and so I posted a video challenging you to ditch the excuses for the month of November and join me. And maybe you're already on the journey, but maybe there's something that's been nagging at you that you'd like to work at. Maybe you don't work out enough. Maybe you don't get 10,000 steps a day. Maybe you want to quit sugar. Maybe you want to, whatever it is. And so I hope it's going. Those of you who have decided to join me, I hope it's going really well. And we've got a lot of new members in the Fast Club. Again, we have over 5,000 people in there. It's great. It's growing. It's really awesome. It's an awesome group. And but for those of you who haven't joined, maybe you saw my videos and you're thinking of it, but you're kind of hesitant to start. So I want to address that today, and I want to talk with you and give you some tips on how you can get yourself going. Number one, you need to lose the fear of fasting. It is just bred within our modern DNA, I guess you could call it, to have this fear. It's in our subconsciouses too, to have this fear of not eating. We live in an instant gratification society. We're in a society that has access to food pretty much 24/7 in most communities. Some of it is really good food, some of it is not. And that is kind of dangerous to us. And on top of it, it's been our culture for the longest time to eat 3 meals a day. And now with modern culture, it's becoming part of our traditions to have snacks included. So we're eating 5, 6, 7 times a day, and not to mention drinking our calories, everything else. And so if you go against the norm, you're going to probably hear from at least a couple of people about how dangerous fasting is, and you need to keep eating to keep your insulin levels stable, and you don't want to go into starvation mode, which I've covered in another video is an absolute myth. It takes a long time for you to get into starvation mode, and by that time, you would know if you were in starvation mode. But there is a big sort of propaganda, I guess you could say, this big wheel in motion about getting people to be afraid of fasting and to missing a meal. There are people that really believe that if you miss even one meal throughout your day, that you'll go into starvation mode, mess up your metabolism, create a bunch of health problems, develop an eating disorder, etc., etc. And if any of this sounds like something that you're hearing or dealing with, you need to get over the fear of fasting. There's the other part too, that fasting is going to hurt or it's going to be hard. I got to tell you folks, anything in life that's worth achieving, that's worth getting, that's going to take some effort is probably going to be a little difficult. I wish I could tell you that it was a smooth sailing ride for me to take off over 50 pounds and keep it off for over a year now. But there were good days and there were bad days. But overall, there were way more good days than there are bad days. And let me tell you, I feel amazing. I fit into clothes that I haven't fit into since I was in high school. I'm at my high school weight right now. I've had to go shopping for new clothes actually because most of my wardrobe is designed for a fat man, and I'm no longer that fat man. A lot of medical conditions I had were gone, like my sleep apnea is gone. I have no problems with asthma anymore. So it's going to take, but it took me time. All of this that happened, my weight loss, my health reversal, my numbers getting better through my doctor, this didn't happen overnight. It took some time and it took some effort. I had to work on this every single day. I had to consciously think about, what am I eating? What am I doing? It's a constant process, and you can do it. It's manageable. It's sustainable. But you need to get over the fear of that. You're probably going to be hungry a little bit for the first 4 or 5 days. But after that, your body's going to get used to it. You're going to establish a pattern. It's going to get used to your new eating routine. And once you start to get hungry again is about the time when your eating window is going to open up. You'll get to eat. You'll eat your meal, and then you'll be done with it, and you move on with your day. So you have to lose your fear of fasting. There is nothing to be afraid of. As long as you're doing it smart and following some of the guidelines that I've laid out in my channel and other really good channels out there, then you will be fine. Number 2, you need to find your why. In other words, what is motivating you to even look at my channel anyway? What is motivating you to consider doing anything for weight loss or to get your health in order or to do something that obviously is different from your normal routine? I know what it was for me. I wanted to lose weight because I was uncomfortable. It hurt. My body was aching all of the time, and I was always winded and tired, and I was sick of being sick. I couldn't fit into any of my clothes. I just had to keep buying bigger and bigger clothes. I got tired of all of that. And on top of it, I have a wife with 2 young children, and I want to chase them around. I want to be able to carry them. I want to be able to play with them. And I want to watch them grow up and get old. And I've said it before, but my goal is to watch my great-grandchildren and to be able to play with them and beat them at whatever game we're playing. I don't know if I'll get there, but it doesn't matter. That's my why. That's what's motivating me. And with the autophagy benefits of fasting and having a good clean water fast every single day, I don't know if I'll be able to live that long, but I know I'm going to have a really nice high quality of life. And there are a bunch of other components that go into longevity as well. But that is what my why is, my family and my health. So what is your why? Why do you want to do this? Please let me know. It's very important. And you have to focus on this when the times are tough. You have to focus on that beach body that you want. You have to focus on the health that you're going to regain. You have to focus on the years you're going to be adding to your life, the quality of life that you're going to have. This is what you need to focus on. Don't worry about the little grumbling that you get in your stomach. That will pass. My next tip is don't look too far ahead. In other words, take it one step at a time. As I've said, this is a long journey. Not very, very long, but it's longer for others than some. Some people, the weight comes off very easily and they don't have to worry about it. For others, you're going to lose about a half a pound to a pound a week. So if you have 50 pounds to go, it's going to take you the better part of a year or so to get you down to your goal weight. It may even take a little longer. You may hit a plateau. But don't look at how far you have to go. Look at how far you've come, number 1, and focus on just making today count. Make today great. What can I do to hit my goals today? How can I stay on my OMAD today? What am I going to eat today? When am I going to eat? Get it all laid out in front of you. If it's not quite ready for your OMAD and you're feeling anxious, you're feeling hungry, again, focus on your why. Just get like a mantra in your head. I can have it. I just can't have it now. It's coming up. I'm going to be able to eat. Everything is going to be fine. I need to work on this because I want to do this, and focus on that. Number 4, I think we're up to number 4. This is for those who have done intermittent fasting before or OMAD and then maybe have fallen off the wagon. If you can't seem to start again, you may want to think about trying an extended fast. And let me explain a little. Sometimes when people go on vacation, they decide to set OMAD aside or their intermittent fasting schedule aside and either spread their window a little bit, say maybe they go from 1 hour to maybe 5 or 6 hours, or they just decide to go and eat willy-nilly for the whole week or two that they're off on vacation. And that's fine. That's your choice. I'm not going to stop you at all. But they find that when they come back, they're having difficulty getting back into the swing of things. And this happened to me when I came back from vacation. I had windows that were slightly longer than I needed to be, and I determined that having a longer window didn't work for me because I knew that I could pack away a lot of food in a pretty short amount of time because I'm a fast eater. So, excuse me. So what I did was I had about a 36-hour fast, I think, and it was a hard one. But I got through it, and then I started my OMAD journey right up again. Just the way I've been doing it for this entire year, and I've been able to stay on track ever since then. I have occasionally added at the end of the week a splurge day in, and I've done a video on that as well. But for this entire month, I've decided to give up the splurge days as part of my No Excuses November challenge, and it's been going well. But a slight extended fast up to about 48 hours, that will definitely put you into ketosis for sure. Just to be positive, you can get a ketone strips and check to make sure that you're in ketosis. But by doing so, you'll know that you're done with you've processed all of the fuel that you've just recently eaten from your last meal. You've gone through your glycogen stores, and now you're burning fat. Now your OMAD journey will be a little bit easier. All right, so you may want to consider doing an extended fast, but please watch my video about extended fasts, because I don't want you to just go willy-nilly into it and end up crashing or having a bad fast. But definitely do your homework on it. But you may want to consider doing that, especially if you're having trouble getting back into it. And lastly, find a really good support group. There are a lot of support groups out there for this sort of thing. I am partial to Fast Club on Facebook because I'm an honorary admin, and I just love the group. As I've talked about it before, there are over 5,000 members who are all going through the same thing that you and I are going through in one form or another. And they're posting their progress pictures, which is motivating. They're posting their meals, which is motivating. And they're also posting their failures as well, or things where they've slipped up a little bit. Because let's face it, we're all human and things happen, okay? So it's good to have that support group there where you can message people and write them back and forth and say, this is what I'm going through. I'm having a struggle today. And you will get hundreds of responses saying, no, come on, just stay on track. You can do this. We got you. It's great. It's really motivating, and it will help you. And if you're not a member of the club or you're not on Facebook at all and you feel like you need to talk to somebody, send me a message. I always post my email. You can send me a comment down below if you have a question and you're going through it, or if you're having any particular struggles. I'm usually pretty good at replying back fairly quickly. But find yourself a support group. It doesn't have to be Fast Club, but find yourself someone who is going through the journey that you're going through and who can help you and can guide you. And hopefully some of these videos that I make are doing that. And that's another addition that you can do too. Find yourself some really good videos on YouTube, watch them to keep yourself motivated and to learn more about OMAD and intermittent fasting and how it's going to work great for you. But you need this support group sometimes, especially when we're in a society that views fasting as a taboo subject and as something that is bad and that is wrong and is not good for you. It's false. Though that is all junk. That's all false. Okay? So I hope you find a really good support group. And if not, like I say, I always post my email address. Send me a message. Tell me your struggles. Tell me what's going on. Send me a comment down below. I'll respond. But this altogether, I hope, is a really good motivator and a kick in the butt to get you guys to start your journey or to keep going on it and to keep progressing with me. Because I'll tell you one thing, one of the motivating factors that I have too is hearing the stories from people, you guys who are watching me and other people who I connect with in the Fast Club that show me their progress or tell me all the different health problems that they've gone away because they've done some of this protocol. It's very motivating to me. I love seeing before and after pictures. I love seeing people's progress and hearing their victories. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me going too. And it's just a really great feeling to know that there are people out there that have been helped by this. So that is all for me today. Please, if you haven't tried OMAD or any sort of intermittent fasting at all, get yourself educated, learn about it through these videos or videos of some other great YouTube channels out there. And I'll post a video soon about some of my recommendations. Either way, get yourself motivated, get started. It really will change your life if you give it enough time and you give it a fair shot. So that's it for me for today. I will be back very soon. I hope you have a great day, great week, and I hope you have a very happy OMAD.